Harnessing a dream, something I just came up with on the way here. I'm catching up with two young gentlemen that I think need a little bit of publicity for their family traits. Nathan, Will, Rothwell, am I right in the way of pronouncing it? You've got to put the mics to your mouth if you talk. For the record, we're twins.
Yep.
Identical.
We're not meant to be. We've had a test, so yeah, it's a bit of a shock to us.
Yeah, but it's not really from the testing.
Yeah,
says otherwise, but still people get us mixed up all the time.
You know I've got no chance, don't you? I've been going through it.
Yeah,
It's not going to last.
Struggles.
Yeah.
I call this harnessing a dream. You're two young men. How old are you?
18. Yeah.
Yep. Go on.
18. We just turned 18.
18-year-old from Queensland. This is the part that I really enjoy about it. So you're chasing your harness racing dream. So effectively, if you started out in Queensland, or your parents were in Queensland,
Yep.
and to get a good start into harness racing, Mum and Dad decided you need to relocate and come here to the Gippsland Training Centre.
Yeah. So we came down here about 8 months ago, and because we just saw this course down here and it looked perfect. Like it just looked perfect. There wasn't much opportunity up in Queensland. Like we could have gone and worked for a stable, but this looked perfect. So
yeah, because it just allowed us to get our qualifications, and so we were all set up so we could go and join a stable, having our qualifications and be able to get into it straight away.
Give you the opportunity also to have a bit of a look around before you commit. Like sometimes you commit to a stable and then you're stuck there for life.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's one of the things you've been able to do down here and the likes. How has that part been, like relocating young guys, leaving your mates, I would imagine, in Queensland and all the rest? How'd you handle that part?
Oh, look, it was a bit hard, but I just think we just thought we had to do it. Yeah.
Following our dream pretty much.
We both always wanted to do this, and
Where'd the dream come from?
Well, Dad always was involved at an early age in harness racing with just stables. He owned a couple of horses, and ever since we were born he basically just helped us get into it, but we've followed it since we were born.
Yeah, it was always on the TV, and it was just I guess set in at a young age. We always wanted to do it. Dad also worked for a few trainers down in New South Wales. And
what's Dad's name, just in case?
Mark Rothwell.
Yep.
Yep.
You know one thing about twins, you're very funny.
Yeah.
You actually answer the question and he waits and then he knows it's his turn and goes, I've been watching this straight away.
Yeah.
I don't know, does it drive you nuts?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
So you even still waiting for
Yeah.
It's always been like that.
Yeah.
So you come down here to follow your dream. You've started off with Jenny and you've had a couple of trial drives so far. How has the experience? How has the experience been of getting your license and going through the process? Was it what you were expecting?
Yeah, it was. Obviously, we've just started trial driving. It's obviously going to take a bit to, I guess, learn all the tricks and all that. And yeah, it's just, I guess, time and learning, and it's just a process. But it'll be good when we can start race driving.
Yeah.
Did you both have your first trial drive on the same day?
Yeah.
In the same trial?
Yep.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah.
Who beat who home?
Yeah, I beat him home by a few metres. Yeah. So that was pretty good.
Gotcha. You were in
Yeah. Too good.
So let me get this straight. Still Nathan, Will, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so anyone else is there and likes which one's which. This is Nathan next to me. That's Will. That experience, I can actually remember my first trial, especially my first trial outing, and it was even though it was on a track that I'd probably like you guys, it was at Warragul. Mine was at Warrong. Can you remember going out there and thinking,
yeah, we'll remember that forever. Yeah.
Put your mic to your mouth and answer the question.
Yeah, we'll remember that forever. Like, it was surreal going out there. Yeah, it's always been our dream, and It's just surreal.
With COVID, mum and dad wouldn't have been on track either.
They were able to just go up to the fence, just bit outside
off
off the course. Yeah, so
they got a few looks.
Yeah,
funny looks, but
yeah,
it was alright.
Yeah. How did they handle it? How did mum handle it? Have you actually asked mum
Oh,
how she
mum,
handled it?
yeah.
Mum was
It's a bit nervous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dad was saying she was complaining. Oh, her heart was going.
So,
crazy.
but, yeah,
Get used to that bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know my mum, she still gets that way. But that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. She always got nervous with one on the
Yeah.
track. And now I remember the first time me and Grant drove against each other, she said she was anxious that day. But mum, watching you guys have your first trial drive and you are both against each other, it's daunting. Who do you model yourselves on? Like, have you got a model like and all the rest?
Yeah, my model's probably Greg Sugars.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just a really good technical driver. It's just crazy in situations. He just sums it up brilliantly. I just love the way he drives. So yeah, that's my role model.
Yeah. I'd probably say, Todd McCarthy.
Yeah.
Is who I just think he's extremely good. He's obviously been over in America and had all the experience, but he just seems to be getting better.
The one thing about both your models, you physically have got similar physique, so that probably does make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
The answer is to Todd, no. But have you touched base with Greg and have you sought him out for any advice at all?
Not yet. No.
We've seen him around a bit.
Yeah.
But he's just looked a bit busy. So.
Yeah.
He's always busy. But
Yeah.
He'll watch this. I'll make sure he does.
Yeah.
And you never know.
Yeah.
He'll sort yours out. So 3 drives each now.
I've had 3 and Will's had 1.
I've just had the one.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Put the mic to your
Yeah,
mouth.
He took the last 2.
Here
just
on
a few days ago.
Yeah,
I'm
Saturday.
sure I'll get the next 2 or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's because you're here at the training centre, and that's one of the things I want to do. I want people to be able to realise what you guys are trying to do. There'll be probably a lot of people. I know I was with Dave Scott today, and he liked the story of the fact that you guys have relocated to come here to have a crack at getting there. Didn't know who yous were. Well, now he'll know it's Will and Nathan, but he won't know which one's which. But Nathan, Will got it. Anyone wants to know, I am a shocker with names. I've done that 10 times, haven't I? I just kept going Nathan. That's the only way I'll remember, and I will not keep going. One of your battles is going to be getting drives because the only stable you have behind you right at the present is Jenny, and she doesn't have a stack of horses either.
Yeah, not at the moment. But look, we're looking to get more exposure and hopefully we can just get a few more trial drives.
Yeah, I guess that's just the battle of starting out. You're always going to struggle, but I guess it's just about linking yourself with the right stable and showing, obviously, that you can drive and
Good ability.
Yeah, kind of. I think you got to go from there, but it takes a while, I guess.
How much longer you got at the school?
We've got 5 months.
Yeah, about 5
5
months.
6 months. Yeah.
And then you'll go for placements, or you go for placements now?
Well, we could go now if we wanted to. But we're just
we can do a lot of the work now online.
Yeah.
So if we were to link up with the stable, I think Jenny would be fine with that.
Yeah, I was just thinking if there is someone there watching it as well, they might want to. What about separating? Like, I mean, you're 18-year-old guys.
Yeah.
He's nodding that quickly. He's going to be happy to be out here.
He's the same.
We're the same. Yeah.
You're happy to.
Yeah, we're happy to separate.
We've always kind of been.
It's been like that our whole life, going through school and everything. We're sick of getting mixed up. People not knowing our names and
just to go our separate ways for a bit, just to see.
But you know what's going to happen, don't you? Someone's going to see you at a different track. And You're still going to call you the other name.
No, we're going to be linked somewhat forever. It's just how it's going to be.
If it makes you feel better, me and Grant might look nothing alike, and the amount of people that call me Grant, and Grant hates that.
Yeah,
so
we got no
he
chance.
actually Grant has a full head of hair too. Like, I mean, you got him covered. But I think it's good. I think you guys are a great story. So I think people want to be realised is that your mum and dad uprooted for you guys to follow your dream. Dad's here working a different job to what he would have had in Queensland. The climate here is a little bit different to Queensland.
Just a little bit, yeah.
It took a while to get used to.
I don't think you will get used to it.
We've actually started to get used to it just now, but
Mum's struggling still a bit, but I guess those early mornings, and we've kind of
Climatised.
starting to
Yeah.
climatise to those early mornings. Now it's summer, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So what happens for Mum, you reckon, when you guys...
Well, I don't know. Mum and Dad still want to go back up to Queensland. That's where they've always wanted to live.
So they've moved...
Yeah, it's
a great
big
sacrifice,
effort.
isn't
Yeah.
it? You guys are aware of it, I gather?
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People might be wondering, why am I eating
Yeah.
two guys that haven't even really set a track alight yet and gone from there. So out of your 3 drives, how many have won?
1.
And you beat him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
I bet
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
Oh, but they stuffed the results up. They actually had them back to front.
Yeah, they
So
put
that'll be
the
on record
results
forever.
back to front. Yeah, so it doesn't go down as a win.
Back in my day, they put it in the Trot Weekly. I got cutouts of me.
Oh.
You guys don't get that
Yeah,
at all, do you?
no.
You got to take a screenshot.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what you
Yeah.
get to keep.
It's got him finishing last.
Yeah, because they had it back to front. Yeah, I'm pretty dirty about that.
I
But
guess I beat him.
that's just how it'll have to be.
No, guys, thank you very much for giving me 5 minutes. I reckon these are a great story, and if you don't mind, I'd love to be able to sort of follow your dream a little bit as we go, try and catch up, before your race, depending on where you end up. Like Todd McCarthy might end up in New South Wales. It might be a little bit hard to do, but if we can, we'll just try and follow it. But I think these are a great story. I think you're what harness racing is about, and I think a lot of people in harness racing should be aware of the sacrifices you made. If someone, especially around where we are at the minute in Warragul through to Cranbourne, Yarra Glen, wants to trial drivers, you guys are happy to travel. Mum and Dad are happy to get you on.
Yeah,
Extremely.
fully committed.
Yep, very, very good. No, that's a great push. Well, Nathan. Other way around. Nathan, Will.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
stuffed it up. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you hanging around, and hopefully we see you around the tracks driving winners very shortly.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
No worries, guys. Thank you.